Delightful Bangladeshi dainty chocolate cake, Shahed007. Chocolate cake is loved by people worldwide, including in Bangladesh. From home gatherings to special occasions, chocolate cake is a delightful treat enjoyed by many. This delightful Bangladeshi dainty chocolate cake made from scratch cake features layers of moist, rich chocolate cake, topped with a delicious coconut and pecan frosting, truly a crowd pleaser. Bangladeshi dainty chocolate cake highlights. Moist and delicious. This cake is incredibly moist, thanks to the buttermilk and oil, and the sweet, nutty coconut pecan topping takes its flavor to the next level. Easy to make. While it may look complicated at first, this recipe is actually very straightforward. Despite the number of ingredients, it's all about mixing the batter, baking, and then preparing the topping. A chocolate lover's dream. If you're a chocolate fan, this cake is a must-try. With its gooey filling and moist chocolate layers, it's perfect for any special occasion. You'll need cocoa powder, flour, buttermilk, sugar, eggs, coffee, baking soda, vanilla, baking powder, vegetable oil, butter, salt, egg yolks, coconut, evaporated milk, pecans. Ingredients: cake batter, 2 cups all-purpose flour, 1/2 cups granulated sugar, 3/4 cup cocoa powder, 2 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 cup buttermilk, 1/2 cup vegetable oil, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 cup hot coffee, coconut pecan topping, 2 ounce evaporated milk, 1 can, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/2 cups granulated sugar, 4 egg yolks, beaten, 3/4 cup butter, unsalted, 2/3 cup sweetened coconut, shredded or flaked, 2 cups pecans, coarsely chopped. Instructions: cake batter, flour. I use all-purpose flour, but cake flour works well too. Cake flour has a lower protein content and finer texture, making the cake lighter and more delicate. Sugar. Granulated white sugar adds sweetness and also keeps the cake soft and moist. Cocoa powder. I recommend a high-quality cocoa powder, like Hershey's, for a deep chocolate flavor. Salt. Essential in cakes as it enhances the flavors of all the ingredients. Leavening agents. Both baking soda and baking powder are used. The acidity from the buttermilk reacts with baking soda for a rise, but baking powder provides extra lift for a fluffier texture. Buttermilk adds a subtle tang while keeping the cake soft and tender. Eggs. Essential for structure, color, and flavor. They also contribute to the cake's height and texture. Oil. Vegetable oil makes the cake moist, and unlike butter, it remains liquid at room temperature, keeping the cake soft and moist. Vanilla. Just like salt, vanilla extract is crucial as it enhances the flavors in the cake. Coffee. Regular hot coffee intensifies the chocolate flavor, as coffee and chocolate share similar flavor profiles, creating a rich, chocolate taste. Coconut pecan topping. Milk. I use a full can of evaporated milk for a creamier consistency than regular milk, with a lower fat content than cream. Vanilla. A splash of vanilla extract enhances all the flavors in the topping. Sugar. Granulated white sugar adds sweetness to the topping. Yolks. Beaten egg yolks help thicken the mixture for a firmer texture. Butter. Either salted or unsalted butter works well. Coconut. Sweetened shredded coconut for a rich, tropical sweetness. Pecans. Generous amounts of chopped pecans for crunch and flavor. Delightful Bangladeshi dainty chocolate cake. This Bangladeshi chocolate cake recipe is surprisingly simple to make. It involves just 2 main steps. First, bake the chocolate cake layers, and then prepare the rich coconut pecan topping. Make the chocolate cake layers. Prepare the oven and pans. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll need 3 8-inch cake pans. Cut out parchment paper circles to fit inside each pan. Spray the bottoms of the pans with cooking spray so the parchment circles stick, then place them in the pans and spray again over the parchment. Make the cake batter. In a mixing bowl, combine the flour, sugar, cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Using a paddle attachment, mix on low speed until thoroughly combined. In a separate bowl, whisk together the buttermilk, oil, eggs, and vanilla. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, mixing until fully incorporated. With the mixer still on low, gradually add the coffee, mixing for about 2 minutes until the batter is smooth. Scrape down the sides and bottom of the bowl as needed. Divide the batter evenly among the 3 prepared pans. Bake the cakes. Place the pans in the oven and bake for 35 to 40 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Make the coconut pecan topping. Prepare the topping. In a medium heavy bottomed saucepan, whisk together the butter, evaporated milk, vanilla, sugar, and egg yolks. Cook over medium heat, stirring constantly to prevent burning, until the mixture comes to a boil and thickens. Once thickened, remove from heat and stir in the shredded coconut and chopped pecans. Allow the topping to cool to room temperature. Assemble and finish the cake. Once the cake layers are completely cool, trim the tops to make each layer level. Place the first layer on a serving platter and spread about 1/3 of the frosting evenly over it. Add the second layer and spread another third of the frosting on top. Place the final layer and spread the remaining topping evenly over the top. Chill and serve. Refrigerate the assembled cake for about an hour to set before slicing and serving. How do I know when my cake is done? A simple way to check if your cake is fully baked is the toothpick test. Insert a toothpick into the center of the cake. If it comes out clean, the cake is ready. If there's batter on the toothpick, return the cake to the oven and bake for another 5 to 10 minutes, then test again. Baking tips and substitutions. Always use room temperature ingredients when baking cakes for the best results. You can also make this cake in 2 9-inch pans and cut each layer in half to create a 4-layer cake. Alternatively, a 9x13-inch pan can be used for a 2-layer cake. If you're out of buttermilk or prefer not to use it, though I highly recommend it, substitute by mixing 1 cup of milk with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Stir them together and let it sit for 2 minutes. After that time, the milk will have curdled, which is exactly what you need. Alternatively, you can use 1/4 cup of milk and 3/4 cup of yogurt. The coconut pecan topping calls for evaporated milk instead of regular milk for a creamier consistency and lower fat content than cream. Evaporated milk is simply milk with half of its water content removed through evaporation. For flat, even layers, gently trim the dome tops of the cakes with a sharp knife to create perfectly level layers. Once the cake is assembled, refrigerate it. The topping will firm up as the cake chills in the fridge. Nutrition information. 1 serving. Calories, 667 kilocalories, 33%. Carbohydrates, 85 g, 28%. Protein, 10 g, 20%. Fat, 35 g, 54%. Saturated fat, 16 g, 100%. Polyunsaturated fat, 5 g. Monounsaturated fat, 12 g. Trans fat, 1 g. Cholesterol, 133 milligrams, 44%. Sodium, 499 milligrams, 22%. Potassium, 419 milligrams, 12%. Fiber, 6 g, 25%. Sugar, 62 g, 69%. Vitamin A, 591 IU, 12%. Vitamin C, 1 milligram, 1%. Calcium, 151 mg, 15%. Iron, 3 mg, 17%. Please subscribe my channel. Channel name, Khaled Zubair. Thank you for watching.